Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you. Taking those steps to eradicate the terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud. Indeed. Leaving that problem unchecked could have made the situation go from bad to worse. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the terramorphs with the experimental microbe, instead of choosing this ridiculous Asili solution. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a risky choice you've made. I beg to differ with you. Deploying the Asili solution is going to take years, perhaps even decades. The microbe would have cut that time drastically. Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science. Thankfully, the eradication of the Lazarus plant gives the Asilis a bit more time to do their job. You haven't let me down. You've simply given me cause for concern. I'll tell you what, let's put this past us, shall we? I'm sure everything will work out in the end. Back, eh? How's it going? I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding. Oh, damn. I was starting to enjoy the conversation.
I do not get paid enough.
Captain Ellie, do you require my assistance?
Captain? I have things for you. A lot on your mind? You don't even have to ask. You are the best thing that ever happened to me. I do? You must have read my mind. Glad to haul whatever you need. Hope we can talk later. Yeah.
How's everything with you?
I know your type.
You meet all sorts in Aquila City.
There's not enough to do around here.
You keep everything on the level.
I think you'll
and we'll
find
get
that we
along
carry.
all right.
Thank you for coming by.
Just here for security. Please move along.
You lost?
Just do your business and move along. Then we'll be all friendly.
cool spacesuit.
So you want to come here?
Welcome to the Co-Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well. Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City. Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Aquila City and the father of the Freestar Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars. Absolutely. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Aquila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Aquila City, and his descendants still live here today. There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here. I'll pay far more than anyone else would, that's for certain. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere. If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it. Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history. That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late. A lot of that these days. You do what you have to, I suppose. But I can't see myself taking jobs from the UC. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized, nor particularly inclined, to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage. Hi! Please feel free to— I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question. I guess I don't want to impede anything important. Huh. A disaster befalling New Atlantis? Hard to get upset about that. I don't know. I guess it does take up space that could be used for other items. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
While we're here, you better stay off the Aurora. You don't want that drug scrambling your brains.
was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done? Don't get too comfortable. Those who do usually don't last long in this field. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills. Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands. Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
If you're looking, feel like making a purchase today? Oh, okay, yeah. That'd be extremely helpful. I honestly don't know what to say. Fair enough. Just be careful when you're dealing with Sigurd. He can be surprisingly unreasonable when he's cornered. I arrived in Neon almost, 20 years ago? I had gotten a job at Xenofresh through a friend and started working on the loading docks. After a few years, they moved me up to Kazanbas processing, and that's where I met Rosa for the first time. She was my supervisor, but we hit it off right away. It wasn't long before we decided to quit Xenofresh, get married, and start our own business. We've been in love ever since. I'd say the majority of the guards are rotten, and the few who aren't simply take a paycheck and look the other way. They have Neon completely under their control. The Freestar Collective's own security doesn't even maintain a presence here. If it wasn't for the Freestar Rangers outpost, there wouldn't be a shred of justice in this entire city. Tell everyone you know about our store. Come down.
Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything.
What do they want?
Do I sound that awful? I didn't even realize. Terrible, just terrible. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like. But perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? I hope you find what you need. Stop by again soon.
Hey there. Glad to see you. Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag.
I've had enough, Rosa.
Take care of yourself.
Too far.
Accessories.
I don't like the look.
He's telling
If
you
you'd like
it's
to buy
okay to
something, I'd be
blackmail
happy to
us.
help.
It's ridiculous.
Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man. Though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong. Thank you for
I had to
stopping
chase
by.
more zone heads out of here.
Come on in, please. Have a good look around. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. Easy for him to say, he doesn't have my debts. If I don't pay Dexler, I might lose my inventory. And if I lose my inventory, I'll lose my store. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay. You've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty stomach.
The heart of the settled system. SSN.
Really bad at website.
Line of equipment and accessories for all your hectic needs.
Hey there. Welcome to Newell's. Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was talk to him? Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Given you almost went blind, working with half a kilo of fish guts in your eye. Yeah, I'd agree.
and I'd still be wandering around that storage vat helpless, if not for you. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
Got those two. Just don't even bother with that other. Newell's goods. We have everything.
One quiet.
Got a problem? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What?
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers.
Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression.
Oh. I'm afraid I've stepped right into it again. Damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelcor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst. Yeah, maybe you should have, for my sake. This mess with Mr. Okaribo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game. No. The least I can do after barking at you like some junkyard dog is giving you an explanation. Mr. Okaribo owes a substantial debt to Keltcor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills. You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you. Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Mr. Okaribo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. That poor man. Tough city. You watch yourself out there.
What are you looking at? I'm busy at the moment.
Are you supposed to be here?
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet sees?
Yet, I appreciate your kindness. I don't think anyone else in Neon would have helped me.
Oh, she did. Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens. Really? Let me take a look. Oh, I did not know she felt this way. She is always so professional. I thought she did not like me. That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt. And I like her. Oh, that came out wrong. What I meant to say was, I respect her business acumen. Look at me. My palms are sweating. Regardless, you have done me a service, and for that, I thank you. You can tell Miss McKenna, I mean Chloe, that I accept her offer. I do have feelings for her, and maybe now I will have the courage to tell her. I know they say never to mix business with pleasure, but there are always exceptions.
It was good of you to stop by, my friend. I'm confident. Yes, my friend. It's amazing how much my fellow merchants have been motivated thanks to your kind actions. Knowing that no one's been alone with their troubles is just what everyone needed to hear, and now they're rising to the occasion. It's the dawn of a new day, my friend, and we have you to thank for it. Come back soon, my friend. It's always a treat.
Cause any trouble, I'll drag you straight to my...
Lovely day for it. Clover McKenna at your service. That's fantastic! I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
Just read about them.
A haiku, huh? That sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
Okay. It's called Space. Space is cold and dark. Starships fly there like comets, carrying us home.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down things. I still don't know how you lost that picture of Nibbles the accommodating bunny.
Please use priority docking.
Pressure normalized, and we're docked.
Hi.
Ma'am, I'm just...
Please disregard.
I understand that. I'm not blaming you directly.
Greeting, but I am
Dr. Salvate, how long have you been
with
here?
the results.
About a year now, Doctor.
Need some work done?
And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
Anything I can help you with?
I believe this
Sure.
is the third.
How about it?
Yes, that sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it very clear. To your superiors that lives are at stake, and the clinic requires reliable transport. If your company...
Maybe I should have just gone to Aquila City.
I got my eye on you. What are you doing in my neck of the woods? Your department needs something? No questions asked, right? Give me a break. Did my supervisor put you up to this? In that case, it sounds like your supervisor should be the one asking me. I thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card. I'm not really that busy. I think I can wait you out. Come on, don't be that way. You really don't have anything better to do? Fine, the key is yours. Just remember to bring it back, or I am reporting you.
I think I got them. What do you call them?
Mind your step. Ranger?
Thanks for delivering critical supplies. Would be nice to hear one.
All right, Captain. Where
Welcome
are we
to the
headed
Freestar
next?
Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. All right, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
Be careful if you run into those.
Hey there. Got that key card for me? I think of security the same way too, but don't let Dalton know I said that. Overall, not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch. And your timing couldn't be better. We'll soon find out, won't we? This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon. I thought that might spark interest. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd. And Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails. Infinity Ltd. Is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can. It's already been taken care of. All you need to worry about is the job at hand. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director Zola Adisa and their Financial Manager Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points. Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd. Rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting. Whenever executives are faced with numbers that don't properly match up, any faith they may have had will falter. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it? I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
Welcome to the Astro Lounge.
Go get yourself a drink.
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape? Ah, same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when there's good downtime. Ryujin Industries. A good guess since we are here in Neon, but no. Infinity Ltd. Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me. Cuts corners. If they are sacrificing quality, be sure we will uncover it. We are a trusted business and would never partner with another company that may jeopardize our reputation. Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues, delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
All these years, and Bayu hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business. Ain't that the truth? And especially so for business meetings. You want to impress a client? The Astro Lounge is the place to do it. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you? Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why. That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances. Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Get out of my face.
That last click is so satisfying, isn't it? So, I've given everything we've discussed a lot of thought, and I've decided I'd like Aja Mamasa to conduct our marriage ceremony. Hey now, come on. There's no need to be jealous. Aja was a trusted mentor, and at best, a friend. She doesn't even come close to how deeply I feel about you. So, with that settled, I suppose we just keep it a quiet ceremony? Just the two of us? Oh, that's sweet of you to suggest, but I think bringing Sona all the way to Aja's home would be too much anxiety for the poor girl. We need to give her some time. Honestly, no. I respect everyone at Constellation, but this is part of my personal life. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to keep my personal feelings about us separate from Constellation. If anyone else had suggested that, I'd say no. But hearing it from you, I know in my heart that it's the right thing to do. I'll send her an invite and we'll see if she shows. Anyone else? Or will the three of us with Aja presiding be enough? All right, it's settled then. I'll send a message to Aja asking for her to preside over the ceremony. As soon as you're ready, let's head to Paradiso. I can't tell you how much this means to me. I love you.
Not interested. Scram, I'm on duty.
My mother wanted me to be.
Ready to report? Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
That's exceptionally kind of you, Imogene.
It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter. Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love. Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception. Good. All you need to do is plant the ARC on the service panel of your target. We can handle the rest from here. Do your best to make sure you aren't seen. The key is to make this look like a malfunction. And good luck. Keep it up, and you'll probably have my job soon.
Can't even imagine to tell you the number of inhospitable worlds like these that I've visited.
careful down near the mine. Enter any
You're doing me a
active sites at
solid.
your own risk.
Good. I'm already getting readings from it.
Nothing yet, but
When he shows, we'll get him. Here's your pay. Think of it as your cut of the bounty for your assistance.